Sunday recovery today. I'm coming here to film a little bit on how to use the tune-up balls. We're gonna look specifically today at the neck, the traps, and getting into T-spine, thoracic spine a little bit. But what I'd love to know from you guys is what are some areas you'd like to know of how to roll, and I'll try to give some shorter videos, some easy sequences. So for the neck, I keep things pretty basic. The tune-up balls used in the tote is what I'm going to focus on today. What's really great about these, have a block or something to elevate because you can really do some nice work in here. The first thing to know, that the first place I'm going to place them, if you follow these muscles up into the base of your skull, you'll kind of feel little indentations at the top. And that's the first place that we're going to place them, is right up there. I can think about just kind of putting my chin to my chest and feeling that in, and oh, that feels nice and elongating the neck. I'm digging into those two spots. From here, we're gonna work up and down in the neck, but I can do yeses, which is gonna feel really nice, kind of pinning and stretching. And then if I find a spot that's a bit juicy, I can do some no's here. And that's gonna feel really nice. So if you don't have a yoga block, you can use some books. You can use anything to elevate. For women in particular, often the hair will cause the balls to slide. So having a surface, like if you're on a hardwood floor, it's going to be really tough. Having a yoga mat or something with a little bit of texture could help keep the balls in place. So this is feeling really nice. Even if I come here to this one side, I feel a lot. So I'm leaning kind of more to one side, and then I'm going to go up and down. My Lord, that feels glorious. I can feel that in my brain. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this process of going up and down and kind of taking it inch by inch here. Oh yeah, that's tight. Get it all the way to the base of C7, which is that big kind of bump vertebrae at the bottom of the neck. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to continue placing those two balls there. I'm going to roll on top of them. So I want it just below C7. You want them to be evenly placed. And the way you're going to move the balls is I'm going to lift the hips. I can push and roll them an inch down my back. Okay, so just here. So when you're in position, think of tilting the pelvis, almost trying to flatten your lower back to stretch it out. You can just relax, but then you can bring your arms overhead, keeping those palms facing each other, thumbs going to the ground. If you want a little bit more pressure in the traps, you can lift up your hips. You can even take that yoga block, slide it under your hips to keep the hips elevated. This is going to put more downward pressure into those balls. I'm feeling this. I can do the same thing here. It's juicy. Okay, so we're going to repeat this process. Lift the hips. I'm going to push an inch down the back, and I can go the whole way down the spine to the low back. The tips I want to give you guys today, in case you haven't seen them from me, is what you can do with the arms in different ways to kind of stretch out the tissue. So techniques that we have is one, compression. So right now, I'm just compressing, melting into the balls. That's going to feel good. Number two, pin and stretch. So I'm pinning the tissue, and then stretching it out. Okay, this is going to feel brilliant. Another technique you can use in the mid-back is I'm going to do a contract, relax. So I'm going to stretch, kind of contracting here, then relax. That feels good. Really stretching and then letting the balls come in. I can try conversely where I'm squeezing and relaxing. Contracting the rhomboids together around the balls, relaxing. Almost trying to hug the balls, relax. Okay? Another technique I love to do here is what they call seaweed arms. So going laterally, side to side, like your arms are seaweed. Feels juicy. Okay, hips up a little bit lower. Oh yeah. Seaweed arms. Okay, I also love to do snow angels here. So I'm coming up the middle, down the sides, getting some nice funky cracking in my right shoulder. That's good. Okay, and I can go the other way too. So I went this way, I kind of go this way. Oh. It's getting good, people. It's getting good. Okay, the last one I'm going to show you guys, we're going to hug ourselves. I really want to stretch out, give ourselves a big hug. From there, I can gently rock side to side, giving myself a big loving hug. This feels great. Oh, I can also do little mini crunches. Oh, especially my mid back. which is really opening up the tissue. Oh my Lord. So when I grab, right, I'm really spreading out the shoulder blades wide. Oh man, those balls can dig in. Whew. Fun. Okay, so literally I want you to repeat this process going down your spine, starting from the neck. So to repeat, technique 1, compression. Technique 2, pin and stretch. So we have arms going overhead, we have snow angels, we have seaweed arms, and last but not least, give yourself some self-love, a nice big hug, and even pin and stretch with the mini crunch, which feels really good around that mid-back bra strap area, okay? But try this going down the spine, try to do it daily. If it's too intense on the wall, or sorry, on the floor, take your balls to the wall. You can also use one ball at a time, but keeping 2 balls in the tote can be a really nice way to really get along the spine and open up the tissue. Have fun!